still owe me a drink.
How did you not see me?
Hey, darling, I ain't seen you in forever.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, remember me? It's Mama.
Come any closer. I'm calling the cops. Hey, honey, how are you?
Just got cheap too. Hey, girl.
Oh, I gotta get my eyes checked.
Hey, no.
Whatever.
Wow. Grab a beer or something. Uh-huh. Okay.
It's going to a good home. You didn't see my car? That was close. This is a fine automobile.
Oh, no. Shit. Oh, Lord.
You're getting robbed. You only have yourself to blame.
Citizens report a pedestrian-involved accident on, Great Ocean Highway in Pacific Bluff.
Shit! Why? You bequeathed me this vehicle.
Dispatch suspect has entered a vehicle.
Roger. Suspect doing 90 miles per hour in a, black sports car. Officers report a 505 on a Great Ocean Highway. Suspect northbound in a black Pfister Hummer.
Site in pursuit.
Units reporting a 505 east of Chumash Pier.
trunk of this thing!
Got ahead!
Excuse me!
Dispatch! Suspect is on foot!
Roger that.
Beautiful car!
Come on! Out of the car, lady!
Oh man, this isn't happening.
Move!
Wow, oh my fucking god!
Good Lord above! Oh, shit!
Suspect in sight.
Suspect southbound in a graphite two-door.
Fucking move!
Who's got my back? I need cover!
Everybody down!
Suspect located. We're moving in.
I'm not scared to shoot, boy!
Ah! Let's go! Quick!
Dios mío!
Oh,
Pinche mama verga!
damn!
I can miss your vehicle!
that broke your goddamn neck!
Airborne and en route.
Keep me covered!
Suspect doing 60 miles per hour in a dark brown pickup. Officers report 505 in western Fort San Trudeau.
Jolines, qué susto.
¡Ay, madre!
Damn degenerate! Well, I'll be fucked.
Is this a...
Let's go! shit! A personal injury claim. Sakes. Whoa-ho! Well, I'll be fucked. Nope. Locked.
Come on, get in the hot tub with me. I'm bored. I think that pill you gave me is wearing off. I've been watching you do laps for like 2 hours.
Hey! Who the fuck are you? Yo, what do you think you're doing here, man? This is private property.
Just pretend I'm not here.
Hey! He just took my clothes! Hello? Police? There's a vagrant on my property who won't leave. Yeah, that's it. Rockford Hills. Yo, please hurry. I think he's mentally defective.
Hey, see you at back.
Dispatch, we have a visual. Dispatch, suspect has managed to crash.
10-4.
Shit!
Hello, this is Nigel. Please be quick. I'm roaming in the United States of America.
It's me, you nutcase. I picked up some clothes from your friend Tyler Dixon. There's even a skid mark.
What fantastic news! Wait till Mrs. Thornhill hears about this. Oh, she will be pleased as punch.
Not so tough now.
Hey, my man, where you going? Oh, yeah. Whoa. Ah. That's rolling. Let's go. Surprise you.
Bighorn Avenue in Rancho.
Copy that. We're in the area.
Citizens report a vehicle explosion on, Little Bighorn Avenue.
Out you get, buddy!
Suspect westbound on, Jamestown Street in Rancho.
Dispatch, we got eyes on perp. We're in pursuit.
Shit!
Suspect last seen in a, dark green station wagon. Suspect southbound on Little Bighorn Avenue in La Mesa.
I have eyes on the target.
Oh. Still haven't eaten breakfast. Me need to. Me eat breakfast. No, I don't want to drink milk though.
What the fuck?
God damn it. Gonna do another mission tonight, or today, or this morning.
Bullshit!
Oh shit. I'm trying to say random words to try to, because I'm doing a 3-hour stream. And I think that and I'm trying to go as hard as I can for as long as I can every single time. What I'm doing a 3-hour stream, and if anybody wants to build up a topic or something like that, because I'm trying to go as fast as I can, no matter how many times I'm doing it, how many times I fuck up or fail or anything like that. So that's what I'm doing. It's gonna be fun. Son of a bitch. Alright. But also too, if you want to tell me about your problems or not problems or any kind of things like that, just let me know, and I will talk about them as I'm fucking up and failing and doing a whole bunch of different other stuff. Alright, but yeah, anytime, it's not a charity live stream, but it's but I might be giving a charity after this. So alright, let's see if we can jump the brig. Or the thing, whatever. The landmass. Let's call it the landmass. You can give to your local charities, and that's cool. Anything that actually helps students out, or people who are learning, or people who aren't learning, or people who are trying to learn, I guess.
Citizens report MDV on Great Ocean Highway.
Son of a bitch. Almost got ran over.
Copy that, dispatch.
God damn it. Hurry the fuck up and god damn it. That dude is on fire. It's fucking crazy. Ah! Yep, do the 3-hour stream. Because 3 hours is a charm. Minute charms and things like that. Not really, but we're gonna go for a 3-hour stream anyways, because nobody's getting up at my house until 10 for right now, because
Trust me, you don't want a carpool
yeah,
with me.
13. I have 45 minutes already. Let's talk about my problems. Let's talk about how I don't know how stupid of an individual I am. Who knows, who knows how stupid I can be. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Motorcycle. Give me that shit. There we go. Let's see here. I don't know how to talk to people. I definitely don't know how to talk to anyone. Sometimes I just completely out of it. Like, I try to say words. Stupid freaking goddamn alarm. Son of a bitch. Okay, my phone is dying. It's got 15% battery left. Plug it in. Plug it in. Plug it in. Son of a bitch. Go in the thing where it's supposed to go. There we go. Yes. Okay, it's charging. Alright, but yeah, that was weird. Alright, let's see if we can get a car from this parking lot, because this motorcycle sucks. Alright, in the comments, I'm doing a 3-hour live stream. If you want to tell me about your stupid, okay, we're talking about stupid things you do, and that's it. Alright, it's like a stupid, or not as stupid, I guess, but like embarrassing, or dumb, I guess, so you would call silly situations. Not dumb or stupid, it's like, because it's kind of like a loosely based term that I use and I shouldn't use sometimes. I'm not an idiot or a meanie. I was gonna say asshole, but yeah, that guy really flew. And hopefully this car wants me just as much as I want it. It's a match. It's a match. We're talking about problems. If you wanna. Okay, this is a good embarrassing story about myself. Not traumatizing, but embarrassing enough. Hey, Varyless TV. Yes, I know. It is awesome what I am doing. Thank you for the whole thing. Oh man. God dang it.
Well, I'll be fucked.
Alright, so, let's see here. My embarrassing story. Oh, one time I pooped my pants during Mardi Gras. I was 15, 16 years old, not even 15, maybe like 14 or 13, and my friend was drinking that alky. He's drinking that alcohol. It was really stupid of him to do that, and I'm gonna die probably now. Wait, I didn't die. Yes, awesome. There we go. There we go. There we go. Gotta get out of here.
Zone. Divert your course.
I'm supposed to have a parachute. Bullshit. Alright, but yeah, I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna go fast, as fast as I can with these stories. I'm gonna have to try to give them out in rapid succession. Get them out. Yeah, one time I pooped my pants. I did. It was about 13 years old, and I was embarrassed, and I was very embarrassed. It was a turtle head poking out. It sucked. It was during Mardi Gras one year, and I wasn't doing anything. I really wasn't. I was just trying to be myself, you know, trying to be the person that I really wanted to be. Oh. Yep. That's what happened. That's embarrassing. Excuse me, woman. Not really woman, actually. Piece of code that looks like a woman. Let's see. It's another embarrassing story. One time a teacher. I know it's not for me. It's gotta be embarrassing for me, not for anyone else. There we go. This is embarrassing, but it wasn't really embarrassing on many levels. It was more like just shocking that like a teacher would actually like do this to me. I guess I was just the model student, not really, but but I made a joke to a teacher about cutting logs, or like basically taking a poop, I guess, or something like that, because I don't know. And he sent me back to my other class. He yelled at me. He was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Go back to your classroom." And I was like, "What? What's going on? I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything weird. I was just saying you were sawing logs," because he was actually sawing pieces of wood. It was my art class, and he sent me back to my regular class. That was pretty embarrassing. I was just like, what the fuck? I don't have to be like pissed off about this. This is weird. Like he was probably in a really bad mood though. He's probably getting paid too little or something like that, or something. I don't know. People get pissed off sometimes, and I probably shouldn't have made it worse, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I was just like acting out, you know, because also it's another one. Oh, I thought I could fight like when I was younger. I thought I could be because I watched a bunch of this is before I actually learned any sort of martial arts or anything like that. I thought I could fight, and I ran in front of this kid named Logan, and he was like a year older than everyone in the class, so he had like a jump on everyone's strength. So like I tried to push him and he just pushed me down to the ground. I was like, shit. What am I gonna do for the rest of the fight? And it didn't even go further than that because he was just like get the fuck away from me. And I was just like, yeah, you're not my friend anymore, Logan. Yeah, that was embarrassing. I thought that I could fight when I was like 5, 6 years old, and it didn't work. It didn't. 7 years old. I think. Wait, no, I was like 10. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I was like 10 or 11. So that was a weird story. What's another weird story? There's a motorcycle right there. What do I want? Bang! Yay. What's another weird story? Oh, I just sneezed there. What did I do? Oh, I felt good. Son of a bitch. I just fucking got hit right there. And I'm gonna go play chicken with the tank. As I say, embarrassing things that have ever happened to me. Oh, that was fun. My mom was like, I was taking my bike out. I was taking my bike back and put it in the garage. And I was just like, hey mom, watch me, I'm gonna wear no shoes. She's like, you're gonna hurt your foot if you don't put your fucking shoes on, put your freaking shoes on. I shouldn't say fucking, but she said, if you don't put any shoes on, you might cut your foot. And I'm just like, mom, I got this. It's like 20 feet away from the entrance of the place. I'm not gonna hurt my foot. If I do, I'm not gonna hurt my foot, mom. I'm really not. And I wound up cutting the shit out of my foot. I wound up walking out, and I cut the shit out of my foot, and it friggin' hurt like a bitch. And that hurt. I cut the shit out of my foot. Oh, what's another one? It's when you break your leg. When you break your leg, it's not like your adrenaline pump kicks in immediately, so you don't feel anything. You don't feel anything. Like, you really don't. Like, it hurts like later on. Like, later on when they're trying to put you on the x-ray table and shit, and it's annoying as fuck. But basically what happens is I was just sitting there with a broken leg in a field, and my coaches are talking to me. And I'm like, I'm trying to say something to like be all nonchalant and shit, like I'm by a broken leg, blah. It's just the stupidest shit that I ever came up with, and I started joking around with them, and so they're just like, why the fuck are you joking around? You got a broken leg. I'm just like, yeah, I can't do anything about it. So they're like, you're fucking gangster, man. I'm just like, shut up, man. I'm not a gangster. I'm amazing. Yeah, that's basically what happened. I broke my leg, and I wound up joking with my coaches as I'm getting put into the ambulance. It was pretty funny, and
Sorry, lady.
that was hilarious to me. It was a complete accident. So yeah, it was. It really was, I think. And I wound up crying with my mom afterwards, because I realized that my entire football career was over. But yeah, I just realized that it was, and I wouldn't be able to be the same way, and I know that I would be depressed about it. So I just I didn't wind up going into football anymore. I mean, there are people that have not broken legs, but I broke my femur, like the hardest bone in my body. So I know that I'm gonna have whatchamacallit, there's a screw going like adjacent to the bones in my leg, or not adjacent, but right underneath it. There's 2 bones in my leg that were held together by a single bolt, and that's the reason why I'm probably not. My football career was over. It wasn't because of like anything going on. It's because, or anything, any of my my emotional things like that. It's because I can't run sometimes. Like I really can't. Like it's a thing. Like I can jump and I can do a bunch of different stuff like that, but the over and over again with my leg, I can't run sometimes. Really can't, especially when it's cold. So if it's cold or something like that, I need to get in a car or something like that. If there's like a zombie apocalypse, I'm gonna be assed out if I ever get caught out by myself in the winter time. But also too, I think that the zombies wouldn't be going that fast, so it's okay. I'm gonna hit this guy with it. All right, I think that's a chopper. I don't want it. All right. Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing. But it was also it wasn't extremely traumatic, but it was pretty embarrassing nonetheless. I was just joking with the coaches and stuff like that, and until the ambulance got there and the dudes put me in the ambulance. So, and also too, they taped my leg kind of weird and stuff like that, and I was kind of, I guess, not really embarrassing, but more oh, okay. We're bartering. We're bartering.
You're a dick without a dick. It's beyond the pale. Go fuck yourself.
Yes. Okay. What about another one? Another. We're at an hour. Yay. Awesome. Awesome is right there, Alice. TV. .tv. Let's see here. Well, I'm doing a 3-hour live stream, and then I'm giving $25 to Nami. I don't know how it works. I don't know how charity streams work, so I'm just gonna... Yeah, I mean, I have to set up a charity beforehand, obviously, but... Yes! Made it out. Didn't work. Awesome. Alright, but yeah, those are some of my embarrassing stories. If you want to share a stupid story or a stupid funny quip in the comments, you can. Just to make somebody have a good day. And, you know, it's better to have a good day and to make somebody have a good day than to make someone not have a good day, you know? Ow, that hurts. I'd imagine. Alright, so, let's see. Let's come up with some more embarrassing stories. When I saw the, what was the first Harry Potter movie? Because I saw a snake, kind of cool, a cool snake in the thing, in the, whatchamacallit, I saw a snake in the thing, and like, this cage, I guess, and, oh no, wait, I'd say random things out loud sometimes. I used to do that, and I think I pissed my sister off sometimes. And I think yeah, she would get angry with me sometimes, and or at least my brothers too, I guess. They would be like, I don't know, they would, it's time to go hard, it's time to go hard, and... Alright.
It's just a possession. Let it go. Now.
Okay, so yes, we're going 3 hours. Hour 3 minutes? Only 3 minutes? Awesome. But yeah, okay, let's talk about embarrassing stories. Oh yeah, okay. I remember having to cover for my older brother Adam, because that was pretty embarrassing, because he had stabbed my sister with a stick. Not really stabbed her, but thrown it. They were playing Stick Wars. It's a made-up game that my brother played, and it was a terrible game because they sharpened sticks and threw them at each other. Yeah. I don't know why they did this, but they did, and that's the reason why they did it, because they thought it would be great or a fun game, and it's not a fun game. It's fucking terrible. But come on, god damn it! Oh my god! Alright, yeah, it's a fucking terrible game. It's really terrible. Let's see, trying to find a getaway vehicle. That's pretty cool. Alright, yeah, really understanding that throwing sticks at each other isn't really a good idea. But of course, the next year, we actually got a bunch of fireworks together and started throwing them in ditches, because that's what the ditches are for in New Orleans, for kids to hide and throw fireworks at each other, especially keeping those fireworks in the ditch, because when they throw fireworks, if they get to your base, that's one of the rules. If they get to your base, then it explodes, and that's basically what happens. And I was an idiot. I was really stupid, and not really stupid, but really irresponsible, I guess. And I decided that those fireworks needed to be right next to me, because they needed to be right next to me. And nothing really happened of it. I mean, like, I got singed on the side. My shirt did not look the same ever again, or never did. Every single year on 4th of July, or any firework related holiday, because or New Year's, technically any firework related holiday, because I mean there are other ones, aren't there? Labor Day, or is that Labor Day, or is that? Yeah, it's like 4th of July and New Year's, I think, is when everything becomes legal. Also too, what's another one? Oh gosh. People smoke too much in this freaking house. What is the thing that I want to say? What's another one? Embarrassing story. Oh, that's an embarrassing story. There was this girl in my class. her name will be redacted, for the simple fact is that this story is so goddamn embarrassing. There was a girl in my class that I had a crush on, and I decided the only way that she's really gonna like me is if she gets a rose. But I didn't have any money, and so I decided to draw her a rose because I decided that I knew how to draw, and I did know how to draw. So I drew her a rose, and then below it I said, "Do you like me? Yes or no?" And she came up to me. She smiled, and then she gave me the note back. I opened it up, and it was blank. And I was like, oh, okay. And it wasn't really embarrassing on like a school kind of level, but that it was pretty embarrassing to have a note that that I said, "Do you like me? Yes, no, maybe." I should have put maybe, because I mean, there's always room for maybe, I guess. I mean, or there's not always room for maybe, but there's always room for there's room for I don't know. I was being stupid, and I thought that she would like me or she wouldn't like me, and probably she said maybe because I didn't. And then I think she hated me throughout the rest of my my high school years and years of anything like that. She hated me, like she didn't not like me whatsoever. There was that. It was just whatchamacallit, it was pretty embarrassing. I didn't really like. I got bummed, like seriously bummed. Whoops, sorry. I got like seriously bummed. I didn't really want to. I didn't really want to do anything afterwards. I didn't really want to do any work, I guess. Well, I did work, but I felt really like on the fence about everything, and one Mardi Gras, I thought that would be a good idea to go up to her and ask for a bead, and well, I'm not up to her. Like I climbed, or maybe I jumped. Yeah, I jumped and I held on to this thing, and she threw a bead at me because she didn't like me. She threw a bead at me, one bead, and I'm not gonna describe her because it'll probably give the entire thing away, because there might be people watching that that know me. Because I'm a nice guy, and I don't really want to I don't want to give away her or my identity, because if I give away mine, then eventually people will start to realize that it was her identity. But I'm not giving away anything. What's another embarrassing story? Embarrassing. That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing when but I'm not gonna repeat stories that I've said before, because what's the point? You know, I mean, I could have been making them up, you know, ooh, or I could have heard them from a friend. You know, all the other different stuff. YouTube videos aren't verified, so it's okay. Son of a bitch. So, I mean, let's see here. Let's see here. What's another embarrassing story? Oh, yeah, okay. There's an embarrassing story. It wasn't mostly embarrassing as it was like life-threatening, and then when it wasn't as life-threatening as people thought it was, people got mad at me. I was playing ride the bikes around, and I was just riding my bike around and stuff like that, just riding my bike, and basically I turned like there was this car coming, okay, and I didn't know what to do in the situation of a car coming, and I'm gonna steal this other car because I saw it coming and then I wanted to get it. Son of a bitch. But yeah, this car, and you goddamn son of a bitch. You bat, god damn it. Alright.
That shit ain't real.
Piece of shit. God damn it. Motherfucker. Pieces of code. God damn it. Alright,
Don't want a carpool with me.
Move the fuck on. God damn it. Moron, motherfucker.
Well, I'll be.
alright, let's see, I decided that it would be a good idea to, or not a good idea, to turn inward, and my head, basically, as the car passed us, and hit my, or not really hit my tire, but as the car passed me, I turned, and I was turning, and I didn't know which way to turn, but I think like the car didn't hit my bike, but I turned inward to where it looked like literally he rolled over my head. Unfortunately, I was facing the tire that had just passed my head. So like that was life-threatening a little bit, but it wasn't like crazy life-threatening. It wasn't like oh, like the dude got out of the car and he was like, "Oh my God, did I hurt you?" And it was like, I was like, "No, I'm good. It's cool. It's fine. You're good, man. You're good. It's cool. No big deal. No big deal. You're all right." So there was that, and there's a bunch of rocks in this field of sand and things. But yeah, that's basically how it wound up being. I wound up being like the boy who cried a bunch of shit, and I was always the one that was like that was like people didn't believe anymore because of it. So there was that. Like even now, I think people have to have like some sort of like they have to have some sort of confirmation when they hear from me sometimes. It's like, I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it, like needing confirmation from me or from another person. It just doesn't really sit well with me sometimes, and like I'm just like, why do I need to have someone constantly confirming my stories sometimes, or the things that I say? God damn it! I wanted to run that dude into the other side of the thing so I could steal his bike. I'm in an hour and 16 minutes. Okay. Baby, please don't go. Ba 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 ba. Baby, please don't go. Alright, let's see, what's another one? Because I've actually had a lot of stories where God damn it, he's reflexive. Let's see here. It's another embarrassing story.
Oh, I am so sorry.
It's an accident. I'm sorry. It's an accident.
Citizens report a pedestrian struck by a vehicle north of La Fuente Blanca Ranch.
Great. Police.
Son of a bitch. I was not able to keep my grounds whenever there were. Thought I was going around running into the side of it. I just touched my mic, sorry. So if you have an embarrassing story, why don't you say it in the comments and we can have a discussion, man. That'd be great.
Copy that, 10-4.
Be really cool. Also too, if you happen to like come by this live stream while I'm still doing it. Oh shit. If you happen to come by this live stream while I'm actually talking to people who wouldn't be here, who wouldn't hear me, but it's cool. But I'm gonna God damn it.
Dispatch, I have a 20 on him.
Let's see here.
Suspect doing 90 miles per hour on a metallic red motorcycle.
Let's see here. What's another embarrassing story? You know what? I'm gonna switch it up. Instead of embarrassing stories from now on, I'm gonna go with affirmations or affirmating stories. Affirming stories. I realized a pretty long time ago in my youth that that I was an individual, I guess, and because I wouldn't think about the I mean I have like this like God damn it. I have this air about me that saw past the situation, but I couldn't live in the moment or be in the moment sometimes. I noticed that about myself. I wasn't in the moment because I felt like if I felt like I was growing at a weird pace, and I was conscious of that. I was conscious of me growing, basically. And I was afraid that if I learned something, and I learned how to do something when I was younger, then I wouldn't know how to do it when I was older. Like, I'd not know how to do it, but I would be too big, or I would be too clunky, or I would be too, like I really did get, like, I was really self-conscious about my size. And, then I saw people who were like way bigger than I was, and they were doing really cool stuff, like Shaq and a whole bunch of different people doing, like, he learned how to do free throws a bunch, and there's big people that I kind of look up to, and like there's plenty I look up to. I mean, there's actors and stuff like that I look up to. But like, I'm not really as like a hero, but more like a self-affirmation, and more like because I don't really look up to people like a hero, or like it's just the thing that I do because I'm not afraid of losing someone but I'm just over it, kind of, the whole personal. It's like, oh my God, you stick. No, you you saw him on TV. I saw you on TV. It was really cool. I saw you on TV. I was able to make certain affirmations about myself, but yeah, I realized that I needed. I realized that I need to affirm my beliefs in something, or I need to make my beliefs known, I guess. So I started stuff like this, and stuff like shut him up here. Anyways, it's foggy. I'm really, really good at hitting mopeds. That was funny. The music timed up perfectly. That was hilarious. Alright, I need to turn it off. Wanna da da. Whoa! I decided a long time ago I was gonna let my size get in the way of anything. My fingers are pretty big sometimes, and I don't really like I don't really call upon my size for anything that much. Like I've gotten into stupid fights before and stupid stuff, or like I've told people to just kind of move along or go a certain way. I'm not into using my size to be able to tell people things, but also too, I'm not comparatively speaking, I'm not that big comparatively speaking to bigger people like Shaq or any of those people. I'm not anything compared to them. I'm like 6 foot, and that's all I'm saying about my stature. 6 foot, so I'm in that realm, basically. I try really hard to
Suspect eastbound in western Fort Santiago.
Suspect is on foot!
10-12 copy. Citizens reporting at 245 in western Fort Santiago.
This is a no-fly zone. Divert your course.
Son of a... I'm really not good at turning when I get shot with missiles twice. But yeah. I can keep on going with these affirmating stories. And I'm stretching my hands right now. Awesome. You can't crack my fingers anymore. Awesome. But yeah, freaking doop. Hour and 27, hour and 30 almost. It's almost 3 hours. I'm at the halfway mark. With all those embarrassing stories that I used to talk about, realizing that affirmations are good to be able to get through those situations and not kind of wig out, I guess. Realize that and yes, all I did was not touch the analog stick to do that. That was pretty fucking amazing. I've noticed that people use their own affirmations to be able to help themselves in life whenever they're going through a tough situation or whenever they're going to an emotionally draining situation. I've never actually done those types of things. I'll get embarrassed in weird situations too, so.
Well, I'll be fucked.
Yeah, really. I get embarrassed in weird situations. Not like a whole bunch of situations, but I don't think that I don't blame my audience, but I assume that people don't know things. So I say stupid shit sometimes or dumb stuff. There we go. He just flew in the air. I try really hard to not say that stuff or not get angry or anything like that, but I wind up getting angry sometimes. It's not about being an asshole or the fact that or if I'm an asshole or or anything like that. I'm not insistent on my own. I'm not all about myself all the time, you know. I'm not completely about myself every day, you know. And it's like that
was close.
all right, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, I got an idea. Nice. Oh, that was awesome. That would have been really cool if it stayed up.
You kids, look where you're going!
But okay, I'm going as hard as I can. I'm going as fast as I can, and trying to go and do a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna go to the desert, and I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff in the desert. All right, let's go to the desert. We're going to the desert. But yeah, I try sometimes to be able to understand myself a little bit better and to not be such an idiot. But and that's kind of was something that I've practiced like a little bit more recent to now. And I'm trying not to be so stupid. I'm not saying that I'm a changed man or something like that, or I made a 180 from what I was. It's like, no, I wasn't that bad of a guy. I was pretty okay. But I had some issues sometimes, and I still do to this day. So I work with myself and I try to work out those issues because I'm not trying to be too humble anymore, I guess, because I realize that the more humble I am, the more I oh, god damn it. I realize the more humble I am, the more I get walked on sometimes by people who are mean for a living, and but also too I understand that that there's going to be those situations where that's literally out of my control and I can't do anything about it. So might as well just have fun and, you know, just be myself, you know. There's no situation worth getting completely angry over and realize that it's not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna get into these covers because it's fucking cold. I don't know why it's cold, because somebody decided to turn on the air conditioning so they could be under their goddamn covers, but it's cool. i.e. my landlord. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna get under these covers and I put my jacket on. Oh, 70 degrees when it's fucking cold and shit outside. That's cool. That's cool as hell. Oh man. Oh. It's not really cold outside, I don't think, but it's wet outside, so it's like annoying. It's like, hey, go out. It's like, hey, go outside. No, I don't want to go outside. Why don't you want to go outside? Because it's wet. Why don't you want to stay inside? Because it's cold inside. So, between the two, you'll get some hypothermia. And it's like, no, you can just dry off outside. Go into the desert. I'm going to the desert. I'm going to the desert. And I'm doing a 3-hour stream. Go into the desert. Go into the desert. Go into the desert. As a 3-hour stream. I've noticed that I can be like I think I tried so hard to be my own main character, I guess. Then I realized the more that I didn't take myself seriously, or not really didn't take myself seriously, but didn't push to be the only person in a situation, the more fun I had. Like, it's just, and other people are like, oh, it's like I like pushing people around for fun. It's just like, yeah, like you're not gonna have that much fun for a very long time, because people are gonna figure out your stupid shit, and then they're gonna be like, no. It's kind of like people who hide in like plain sight whenever they do stupid shit in Hollywood. But it's like, I don't want to get into those stories, because I don't want to give them control over my live stream, because it's annoying. Because they don't deserve my attention. I mean, they do deserve attention, but they don't deserve my attention, because I am not the one hired to be able to bring them justice. Understandably so, they may never be brought to justice. But unless somebody needs to realize that people are stupid and behaviors should not be allowed to go along. God damn it. Son of a bitch. I'm talking about him again. I'm an asshole. Alright, need to stop talking about him. Where's a talk about? Is it? So, where's the mic at? Alright, it's up. Okay, cool. I don't think that has anything to do with anything on the volume though. Alright, I got a hatchback. It's time to go to the freaking desert. Time to go to the desert. Time to go to the desert. We're gonna get a motorcycle. Time to go to the desert. We're gonna... Alright. You couldn't come up with anything that could rhyme within the time limit of which I actually was singing the song, so it doesn't matter anymore. But it's 1 minute 38. We're almost there. We're almost at the thing. We're still at the halfway mark, kind of, but it's okay. Do. Okay, what's another story? I already talked about the one about my dad peeing in the refrigerator.
I just waxed this puppy.
I'm sure that my dad has plenty of stories about me, so. And he can share those stories on the internet if he chooses, because it's funny. But,
Well, I'll be fucked.
But yeah, there we go. We're gonna go to the desert. It's time to go to the desert.
You only have yourself to blame. You don't see this car here?
Doing a live stream, gonna give $25 away to a charity of my choosing. Doing a 3-hour live stream is gonna give $25 away to a charity of my choosing. Charity of my wait. There we go. It's time. Time to hit that motorcycle up to be able to give me some friggin' awesome. All right, so let's see. What kind of charity do I want to give to? Doesn't matter. I don't have to share because people can do it on their own. People can give to their charities on their own because they can do that. People can give to the charities on their own. They don't have to watch me to do that. But hopefully, if they forget about charities, then I'll be able to remind them. Charities are good. Charities are fun. Even Republicans and Democrats and all the other people give to charities. Except for PETA, because they false representation themselves to the public. And then decided that they were going to do a bunch of stupid shit. Yeah, except for PETA. Because they don't actually believe that humans should have pets. And pets are cool. Pets are awesome. I don't think that that they actually represent any sort of oh wait, I should be going back to this way. Oh shit. That's why I shouldn't have done that. Okay, alright. So, no! Don't go! God damn it. There's a freaking... Oh, it's just it's 1 hour and 42 minutes. We got an hour and An hour and 20 minutes left, and I'm already tired. I need to go get something to drink, but I don't want to. It's time to go hard. We gotta go hard. We gotta frickin' doop doop doop. Doobity doobity doo. Doobity doobity doo. Doobity doobity doo.
Let's go, quick!
Holy shit! Oh! Oh, okay.
I'm so tired of that song. It's like this song doesn't make any sense except for the father and son and the song.
You're never gonna win that, little guy.
You could say it makes sense all day long, but they're talking about a cat in a cradle. I guess you could try to say the cats in the cradle aren't supposed to be in the cradle at all. But if you're raising a cat, then you realize that cats freaking can't talk, yeah. God, I love Peter Griffin and his comedy style. I'd also Seth MacFarlane, because Peter Griffin isn't a real person. Alright, what am I gonna do here? Oh shit! I don't like you. Alright,
Sakes.
got to scratch your eye and you don't know when. Alright, let's see here. What else is a good story? Embarrassing or otherwise. Oh, okay. It's kind of embarrassing, it's kind of not. Because it's actually like, it's like a coming of age story. I decided to go to the prom by myself. When I decided to go to the prom by myself, there was this girl that I thought that was really cool, but I didn't know we kind of liked each other really immediately. But I think that I kind of didn't want to like someone immediately. You know, I was kind of into the girls that girls are like kind of more shy, I guess. Something like that. And she was shy, but I spoke to her like in her I don't know, I think it was like her inner self, I guess. She really liked me and she really thought that I was cool. And I think that what I really wanted out of a relationship, or what I really wanted from her, I guess, was, because I really did like her, and I still think she's really pretty. But, we kind of lost contact, and also too, she got into a relationship, I think. And or if she is in a relationship at all, I don't know, but I'm not like here to like reconnect with her or anything like that. I'm here to, well, I mean if she wants to reconnect, that'll be cool, because I'm single and that's cool. But she was we were in like it was but I'm not here to like say things like that. I'm not really like, I don't want to like push onto, I don't want to push into what I think are a connection at all. I'm not pushing into a connection, so I'm just trying to relay this story, I guess. I thought she was really cool, and I met her at school, I guess, and she was like, she was really pretty, and she was really cute, and I thought she was like, but also too, I thought she might have been inexperienced, or maybe I didn't want to do that to her, I guess, you know. It's like what I wanted out of the relationship was for her to be able to see other people, I guess. Not just to see other people, but to see other places. And I guess that's probably what I wanted. My mom's never gonna like any woman that I bring up, because it's my mom. She's never gonna like anyone. She always said that she didn't like the girls that I talked to sometimes, because they weren't up to her standards, because my mom's standards are completely and utterly just crazy, and she doesn't like to put off the wrong impression. It may sound like sometimes she's prejudiced, but yes, she is prejudiced against the girls that I date. So yeah, she's very protective of me, and she's very protective of all of her kids as well, and she doesn't want anyone to take them away without proper notice and proper but yeah, I get a lot of times where mom's coming from, but also too, that's also the reasons why I didn't have a lot of faith in our relationship as far as things went, because I knew that she was going into new and different places, and it's like I wanted to follow, but I didn't want to impose all the time, you know. I didn't want to be the guy that was just like, hey, I'm doing nothing and stuff, or hey, I'm drawing, and then she's like making millions or something. Because she was really talented. She's really business savvy, and she's really cool. She's like, so it's like I just decided that there was gonna be, like, I didn't decide, but I decided that we should have like part ways, because I really think that her life is, I mean, and I've talked to her later on too, and she's doing really well. She's doing extremely well, and that's basically all I can say without actually giving away private business things. But she's doing really well, and I'm really happy for her, and stuff like that. I'd say I miss her smile, and I also miss her funny quips, I guess, because she was like, if things had been not really different, I guess, if she had been like, not, I guess, I don't want to say more experienced, but if she had seen more places, I guess, then I guess what I'm saying is she wanted to see those places with me, but I had already seen all those places, and I had thought that those places didn't have anything for me. You know, I already seen those kind of ups and downs of different things like that, and I'd already been through a lot of emotional hurt, I guess, too. So it was like I didn't want to put her through my hurt, you know, and I thought that would be more of a I don't know. It just I felt like I was too traumatized, maybe not too mature, I guess, for her. So and I needed to get through my anger problems. I really did, because I would yell, and I wouldn't yell at her, but if I didn't get through what my anger problems were, and I realized that I had to get through it to be able to have a proper relationship, because I wasn't living the life that I thought I was living. You know, I thought that everything was cool, peachy keen, and everything like that. But then I'd start to realize that like people weren't respecting me or even liking me in a certain way. Sometimes I noticed that people would I guess they'd hide things from me, and then I'd be like whatever, like just whatever. That's what life is. No, it's not. It's like I had to be more responsible to be able to actually deserve their respect, I guess. And it's like I always thought that I was the embarrassing kid. That's basically what I had myself as, or what I
For fuck's sakes!
I never really thought of myself as the responsible one, you know, as far as the siblings go or something like that. But I wanted to be the really a lot, and I think that's why I started that's why I started doing the stuff that I did with my dad, and within those lines or those bounds, I decided to try and make a difference, and but also too, in the same sense, not try to change everyone, because I mean, when you try to change everyone, your job is never complete. You know, it's like you'll always get paid with people's sympathy and people's stuff if you constantly care about absolutely everything that's going on around you in the world. But there are places and parts where you're not supposed to care, or you're not supposed to constantly just there are places in your life where you're not supposed to care about people's it's like, it's weird to me. It's and maybe that's how I am, like intrusively what's the word? Intrusively curious, I guess. I don't know. I'm just spitballing, I guess, and
The apex predator in action.
she's probably moved on with her life, and I'm glad that she's having fun, though. I mean, last time I talked to her, she was. So,
Land sakes, my dang car!
Sorry, lady.
no. Doing a 3-hour stream.
How did you not see me?
No one's here yet.
Well,
I still don't care. Giving $25 to my closest to the charity, to a charity that I want to. Oh. Um. So yeah, if you could ever give to your charity, give liberally. Not to say that if you're a Democrat or a Republican, but realize that it has an actual effect on your society. And whatever charity you give to, realize that, and also get your friends involved too, because I try to get my friends involved. They're just not the charity type sometimes. Not to say that they're insensitive or anything like that, but it's their choice to not give to charity. But it's my choice too. So that's what I do, and that's how I do it.
Good Lord above.
So remember, I'm at 2 hours. Yeah, only got 1 hour left. I think that what people need to understand about me is that, it's like everybody's like looking at the big picture and don't realize that if you look at the big picture for too long, you grow old and you haven't done anything, or it feels like you haven't done anything, but you have experience on how to look at the big picture. I'm not saying that the big picture is anything far from genius or anything like that. I'm saying that the big picture is like what everyone is doing to everyone. You have to realize that everyone affects everyone in some ways. But if you don't look at the big picture, you have to realize that there are people out there that that do very stupid things, and those people die very often. People that
Oh, you shitbag!
that are paid to do something terrible, or that are doing stupid things, like what you really have to realize though is within those there are honorable people as well. And sometimes you need to stop paying attention to what the big picture has for you, and realize that it's like and you need to start paying attention to what the smaller picture has for you, because that's where you build it. That's where you build whatever the bigger picture is. Like wherever you build, wherever the bigger picture isn't where you start your business. It's not. You don't start your business you don't spread yourself too thin, basically. And that's what I'm worried about sometimes, about my friends, about sometimes my family, you know, and I'm worried they're spreading themselves too thin. And there are many times where I think that at least there were many times when I thought that it's like I didn't see past the next year sometimes when I was younger. And then every once in a while I go back to that fear, I guess. And that's the reason why I guess I get angry. sometimes, and the reason why I have to work on that fear is the fear of I landed it. Yes. And that's what I have to work on, yeah. Is the fear of not only landing, it's like the fear of, it's like I'm not afraid that I'll land this jump. It's like 50 jumps down the road. That's what I'm afraid of. Blew it up. Alright, but yeah, basically, that's what I'm afraid of. 50 jumps down the road, that's always what I'm afraid of. It's every single time. That's what I'm afraid of. Is 20 steers down the road, will that be the back of somebody's car, or because I've gone in like serious situations where I could barely see in front of me. I'd like not just barely see in front of me, but barely see past the car. Like literally like 2 feet of visibility, and I've been able to navigate then. But also too, I was going about like say 60 miles an hour in that kind of weather. But also too, I wasn't in a blizzard though, but it was still enough weather to hydroplane on.
How did you not see me?
But I'm worried about like 100 or 200 or not even 200, or like 50 or 60 of those things down the road. What is my skill going to be at? And will that skill be enough? Will it be enough to be able to say that, goddamn. Will it be enough to be able to say that, that I'm,
Let's go, quick!
Jesus Christ!
will it be enough to be able to say that I've mastered my own emotions? Because that's what I'm worried about sometimes, as through my emotions, my reflexes, my thoughts. Will I be able to master that thing down the road? And that's where my fear lies, and I think a lot of my anger lies too. Is I'm focused on so many different things. It's like my patience runs thin, and I push myself too hard sometimes. I even judge myself too rashly. And it's really hard to say that sometimes, that I'm it's really hard to say that, but that's the reason why I don't believe that I have a disease of schizoaffective disorder. because I've actually been angry for a very long time. And that's where I believe my disorder actually lies. And I have a lot of anger because and it's not because of anything that anyone else did. I have a lot of anger because
Give me the phone! What the hell?
I think it's because I really want to be prepared about everything. I really want to be prepared, and when I am prepared, it's like everything works out and everything works and everything's good. It's just I find though that sometimes
This ain't happening.
you can always try to be prepared about the storm that's happening down the way, or down whatever possibility I guess there is, but I guess I forgot to calm the storm of my mind, I guess, first, and I just died. God damn it. 2 hours and 10 minutes. We got 40 minutes left, or 50 minutes left. I need to stand up again. Alright. But yeah, I'm giving to the charity that I want to give to, and that's cool. It's not NAMI right now because they only have $25 donations, and I can't call in, I don't think, and give any other amount. But or it's only $50 donations, so I'm gonna have to actually build myself up to that. The reason why I got desensitized to a bunch of different stuff is because it really put in the fact that I care about life in perspective sometimes. And no, I didn't do it to build my resistance to people sometimes, or to the things that they do because they're evil. No, it's stupid. People have capacity for emotion and logic just as much as they have, and also maybe I'm just spitballing, or not even actually like getting in the right people or saying the right things. I grinded. It was awesome. I've noticed that when I try to say I'm okay from the relationship I've had in the past, or from a big relationship that I've had, or the small relationships, or the smaller relationships, and not to say that they did have like an effect on me, but I'd say that moreover, I want to find someone who I have stuff in common with. I really do want to find someone I have really, really amazing stuff in common with. I find out all the time that and I think that sometimes I because I like certain things sometimes. I like certain things at certain times, and I get into moods, and I get creative, and that's kind of the way that I am, I guess. I like certain things. I like anime. I like a whole bunch of different stuff, and I like a bunch of different people. I'm not really segregated or anything like that, or anything. I don't try to like, what's the word? I get isolated sometimes, but I don't isolate myself off from a certain group of friends just because I think that they won't understand me. And that's what I mean by certain segregations. I still try to make it out there and socialize. I try to. It's not always the case, because sometimes I don't feel like socializing, and I don't think everyone always has to. But sometimes I very much do isolate, and sometimes I project my fears, I guess, onto things that might happen, I guess, and I try to get ready for them, you know. And that's what makes me good at a job, the jobs I've had. Like predicting the future, or predicting what will happen, I guess, within a given moment or amount of time, I guess. I don't really feel as though I've what the hell was that? You see that? Oh, that was probably a
Suspect southbound.
This is a no-fly zone. Divert your course.
We are airborne and en route.
Alright, we're good. We got it. We're doing night flights. It's gonna be beautiful. We're going down a country road. That's funny to me, because I've had a lot of experiences going down country roads. Driving down country roads were fun. Listening to the radio was really cool, and acting like you were people in a scary movie, because that shit never happens. It's like all the fears that everyone thinks they have. It's just like, think about like animals first. If you're ever gonna think about like a serial killer scenario down a country road, think about all the shit that you could run over, even if there are no serial killers. That's what you should be worried about more. It's like a goddamn possum could flatten your tire, motherfucker. like there's, oh my gosh, yeah, this is awesome. Son of a bitch. I was trying to go up. Alright, I'm at 2 hours and 17 minutes. We're going to keep on going and see if we can get to 3. And by the end of it, or not by the end of it, but by the end of this month, I will have given to my, to the charity that I want to give to. And, there we go.
Fucking hell, man. Oh, fuck. What the fuck?
It's a good song, but
You won't get away with
I'm going to send them to outer space to find another race.
Officers report.
It's just like, it's kind of like existentialism. It's like all these people on this planet are kind of like boring and like want to keep to themselves all the time. Kind of want to find people who haven't experienced the Earth, I guess. Not like the Earth, but the people on the Earth, to be able to realize that, you know, the whole thing, you know? It's like everybody's so goddamn isolated all the time. It's just weird. It sucks, man. And everyone, I guess tries to come up with some funny quips or something like that. It's like, alright man, I'll see you later, sort of thing. It's just like, I don't know you guys. Y'all are my friends. Whatever, man. Y'all are my subscribers and stuff like that. Y'all are my followers, but I know I'm not gonna go see everyone all the time. It's just, I think that people need to realize that what they make, it's like, I don't know, people talk to each other is kind of weird to me sometimes on the internet. It's just like, everyone assumes that everything itself is like everyone just assumes that it's weird how assumatory people can be on the internet sometimes. It's just like it's weird. It's like everyone jumps to conclusions, and everyone does, no matter what, even me sometimes. I've noticed that the more that I get on the internet and the more that I realize like how people actually trade information and do different things, it's like there's so many people that don't know each other personally. They've never seen each other or have even heard of each other at all, and then they just talk to each other. I mean, I've had my brother on this, but also too, I didn't know that he was actually doing any of that stuff. He was just looking on his phone and seeing that or basically seeing through my Facebook that I do this. But yeah, I've had so many experiences with so many different people, and I think, you know what, I'm gonna cut it off here, and I'm gonna get something to eat, because I need to get something to eat. And remember, either embarrassing story or affirmation, something to make you feel better about something. Realize that every situation is different, and there's never going to be a situation that happens exactly like the last one. In a way, that's exactly like the last one. There's always going to be a detail that's completely different, or there's always going to be a detail that's in a way different, or something like that. That's what I try to affirm to myself every day, is it's not going to be like that 50 times down the road. It's going to be like something different 50 times down the road. You'll see something come 50 times different than what you saw the first time. It's going to be something different always, and there's nothing that should get in your way to be able to affirm yourself, to be able to help that 50th situation as just as well as that first situation and every situation in between. The reason why I don't care about people fighting constantly is because it's happened for millennia. People have been fighting for very, very long, and if they want to stop fighting and be a little bit more affirming, or a little bit more better to each other, then that's what they're going to be. Or if they want to believe something or something at all, or believe in people or something like that, instead of just throwing people, like shooting stuff or running different things, or realizing that protesting in a situation where they could get killed is stupid. And in the same way, some people are actually paying for those things to happen, because yes, they do have people who pay for people to protest. They sponsor people to protest, and then sometimes they run into or are provided a security team that does things that are terrible to them. It sucks, and it happens, though. Realize that it's happened before. People have used protesters to be able, as human shields in some ways, as for their human shields, and sometimes it's no way of getting around them because they have some sort of bomb in an area where literally infants are trying to be able to sleep, and there's fucked up situations that happen all the time, and there's fucked up people that think that every situation should be about them, and realize though that between those fucked up people are good people that are just caught in the middle, and the people who are trying to stop it sometimes they get caught up, and sometimes people aren't trained for certain situations, and that's why I say train more, or be prepared. Always be prepared for something to happen, because you never know when it might. I'm not saying that you have to like get guns and blah blah blah. It's like that. No, that makes the situation worse. It's like that makes that person fear you more, so they take out more hostages. So it's like in any given situation, it's like don't be armed, because you don't want to let on to people that you actually know things or do things, and that's the reason why I don't share my actual name on YouTube, but I have my Facebook friends that know what I'm doing. So realize that that I'm not doing this for the likes or the follows. I'm doing this because if people start giving or start realizing that they should give back, then that's a good thing. I'm not saying that you should be affiliated with any political party or anything like that, because we are a republic. We get to do whatever the hell we want. It's fun. We're a democratic republic of, in some ways, capitalism. So, in some ways, because there's also government that actually does stuff and help people out with certain things. And, but also, too, in the same sense, how will people be able to help themselves if government does everything for them? There's always a catch-22 in those situations, but realize that you are your own one-man bomb squad. You can defuse situations before they happen, and you can make sure that that bomb never gets made. Walk away, or run away, or do something. Be better than the situation. And if you can't be, if you really, really can't be, then defend yourself. Only defend yourself. And in whichever way that you say you were defending yourself, it's either in a court of law or it's in a court of some fucked up shit that happens pretty much every day. So be yourself, and hopefully that's enough. Thank you for listening, and I'm gonna go away now. I thought it was gonna be 3 hours, but whatever. Nobody showed up anyways, so it's whatever. Give to your local charities if you can.